City 194. City 194. City 194. City 194. City 194.
Get right down to the real nitty gritty. Come and hear the city, 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 city. It's a beautiful day on 194.
Well, I'd like to say hello and every good wish to those of you who are still around and about and above ground like myself as you celebrate lunch. I'm sorry I can't be with you in Liverpool, but I can remember that day 40 years ago. It was an ex-disinfectant place in Standing Street, and you could still smell the disinfectant. I also remember with Peter Duncan in the early hours of the morning, the opening morning, helping to lay a carpet down in the foyer, because that hadn't been done. And I can also remember very well Peter Duncan standing behind me, twiddling around behind me all the time, worried stiff that I would cock up the this new system that I hadn't been used to before. Because where I came from in RTE, which is the state broadcaster in Ireland, everything was very highly unionised, and we didn't have any self-operation. You had a fellow putting on the records, you had a producer, and you had the presenter, which I was. One thing that you may be interested to know is, and nobody never copped on to it, but in actual fact, I should have been known in Liverpool and in fact in Manchester and all over the north of England long before Radio City, because in around about 1964, I was, as they call nowadays, anchorman, presenter of Look North, the nightly news magazine programme. And that's where I was for well over a year, long before I ever got involved in Radio City. So there you are, there's a confession. But nobody tagged on. And I hope all of you are doing well, and at least we're all above ground, those of us who will be at the lunch in Liverpool. And I'm doing well myself here. And when I came back from Radio City, I came back to Ireland. I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have anything lined up. But I managed after a short while to get a television program which ran for 14 years, and I've been on radio and television ever since. And at the moment I'm speaking to you as I'm sitting at my desk in Today FM, which is the only commercial radio station in Ireland which is nationwide, just like RTE, the national state company. And so I'm still doing it. And so I wish you all a very happy anniversary, or whatever we like to call it. And I hope we'll be around for next year as well.
The Brian Jones Radio City Tribute website. Digital by design.